you can decide how you want the shape to look like. So the shape is here, so you can decide. Okay, so you practice them and then you give me feedback. Then we have edit test. So as me, you saw that, okay, there's a mistake in the college of education. You come to edit test. It will allow you to edit for the test. Maybe you want to write only just kind college. So you edit the test and it will appear just kind college. Then the spacing, so you can make it very tight, loose, etc. So if you want it to be very tight, it's very tight. Okay. So you can perform all the other functions yourself, how you want it to be. All depends on what the designer. All depends on the designer. Depends on the designer. Good. So that is about the weather. That is all about the weather. So we use it to create what? Designs in our work. Okay. So, and when you are doing it, make sure you select good text, good colors, etc. so that your work will look very good. Your work will look very good. Don't just do anything at all. No. So you are learning how to design. So if you practice it, it will help you a lot. You can design invitation cards, etc. Now let's look at the shape also. So with the shape outline, you can change the color of what? The outline of your weather. Okay, you can apply different color of your choice. Okay, to the weather. Then the size too, you can change it. So the shape effects, you can apply the shape effects. Okay, so depending on how you want it, so just can call it. So I've given it a shape effect. You can use the 3D. Okay, the 3D tool is there. So you decide. Okay, whatever you are doing, you decide. You can even increase the outline. You see. So you decide. So that's the word art. Okay, that's for the word art. Good. So we are done with the word art, and you can also insert what? A file. Okay, you can insert a file. So if I want to insert a file, I'll just click on not insert the file under text. Then maybe I want to insert detail link. So I click OK, and it will appear. So if you have a text, a file you want to insert, you can simply do that, and it will appear on the page. Okay, to appear on the page. The same thing applies to date and time. If I want to insert date and time, I have to decide. Okay, I want to insert what? Date and time. So date, today is what? Today's date is 5th. So I want it to be Wednesday 5th, blah blah blah. Then click on OK. It has come. You want to date and time to appear on the page, maybe at the corner somewhere. I don't know. You can do that. If you want to insert object too, you can do the same thing. So you can insert other objects. Okay, so you can select a type of object over here, PowerPoint, Excel, then you click on OK to also come. Then, as usual, as we did in PowerPoint, the hyperlink, you can create what? The hyperlink, as we did in PowerPoint. I know you have not forgotten. So if you have forgotten, go back to the PowerPoint slides and see how to create hyperlink. Okay, so these are the links you can create in Publisher. Then one important thing in Publisher is what? The header and footer. Header and footer. Sometimes in books, okay, you see the header or footer. For example, you can see maybe Akiola series. Very good. Akiola series, all seen Akiola books before. At the top and bottom, sometimes you see at the top Akiola series, and the bottom too, you can see Akiola series or something else. And it flows through what? The page. Any page you open, you see this kind of what information flowing through, you use what we call what the header and the footer to create such information. So if I want to create a header and footer, I select the header to be the one at the top. Okay. With the header, it creates the header at what the top. So I can create a header here that ICT class. Okay, so that's my header. That's my header. Then I can also create footer. The footer, so it's for JISC. Okay, so that's how we create the header. That's how we create the header and what? The footer. So you can also format it. So when you select the text, you can also do what? Format it. You can apply the formatting to all these texts. Okay, you can apply the formatting to the text. So that's for header and then the footer. It's saying that duplicate. You can duplicate your, it's saying that page ID. So you can apply them. Then two master page, you can create two master page, means you want to create. So you see that I have two master page over here. So this page 1, this page 2, and the header and footer is flowing through. You see, it's flowing through. If I add another page, okay, this one is add this thing. So you see that it's flowing through. So that's the header and then the footer. That's how we create header and then the footer. So let's go back to insert. Then the very important thing over here is what? The page number. The page number. Okay, so when you are working, you have to number your page. And don't forget, publisher gives you different pages to work with. Unlike Word, whereby you can create, how do you call it, different accounts with the pages you already want to work with. The publisher, you have to create. So you can select page, then you select maybe bottom. You want the page number to appear at the bottom. So page 1, page 2. Okay, so when you create another page, it will be, I don't need this master, this thing. Okay, so you can see page 2, page 3, so like that, something like that. Okay, I don't need this on the proper page. So, oh, it's giving me the same thing. No, I have to go back and remove the double. I want a normal page, single page. Yes. So page 1 is there. If you click on page 2, it will come. Page 3. So you see that the page number is appearing at the bottom. So don't forget, you number your pages anytime you are working. Try to number what your pages for easily identification. There is something I was trying to forget, but I will not forget. I will show you. It's called the drop caps or the drop cap. So normally when you are creating they are creating an advert, especially daily graphic, the graphic, the newspapers. Okay, sometimes you see that they use these drop caps, and I'll show you what the drop cap is. So, for example, you want to type invitation. Let me still use invitation. Okay, invitation. So let me just type just kind. Okay, let me do it like this. Just kind college. Okay, invitation to observe our 70th anniversary. Good. So I can increase the font size a bit so that you can all see. So I'm going to use a drop cap to drop the just kind. So you come here, you see how the drop cap looks like. Normally you see these things in daily graphic. It helps you. It's a design. Okay, it's a design. So you can see that the just kind has dropped. So you will decide drop cap, the drop kind of drop cap you want. You can use it in your designs. Okay, for example, you are creating a brochure, you are creating a, how do you call it, newsletters, etc. You can, publisher can do a whole lot of stuff, you understand? So you can use it. So over here too, you can customize. Okay, now you will decide the size of the letter. You want how many lines. So if you want it to be only one line, you select 2 lines, you select 3 lines. The number of lines you want it to drop, you have to do or select it. Okay. Then the number of letters you want to use as well, the drop caps, you select it. The color, everything you want to do is here. Okay. How you want it to be positioned. You do everything yourself. So the formatting is here. The color, regular, the color, you can change the color. Then after that, you take apply. The color didn't come. You take, I don't know, okay, green, apply, then okay. Have you seen it? So I selected only one line. So you see that the style I selected has appeared. Okay. If you want to format, you just double click, you go back to drop, tap, customize. You can apply any format of your choice. I want to use this format. I want it to drop for 3 lines. So I take apply and I take OK. So that's how we use the drop cap. It's a very nice feature we use in Publisher. In Publisher, it's very beautiful. And we also have another thing we call the text direction. The text direction. So if I create a text, for example, this. Okay, I want to do something simple for you to just see. So I've typed a text over here. Just a kind. Okay, you will be seeing this thing break. Let me just do something break. So I want the text direction to change. Okay, I want this text direction to change for the break. So I highlight the text, then I come to the text direction and the text here. Text direction. So I click on the text direction and it will change what? It keeps changing what the text or direction. You see that the break has changed. The direction of the text has done what has changed. Okay. So best fit, you can use best fit, you can shrink, you can grow, etc. So that's about text direction. So when you create something and you want to direct your text to a certain position, you use what we call what? The text direction. The text what? Direction. The text direction to do that. The text direction to direct your text. Okay, so that's about the text. I don't know if I've covered everything on the text, but the majority I have done that. Now let's look at the text wrap. The text wrap. The text wrap. So I want to create a text. Don't forget to go to insert. You pick your text box because I want to create a text. So just kind college. Okay, so let me just go straight. Okay, invitation. So I get my invitation sent. Then I have Amuzu, family of Amuzu and Kwame invites you to witness their wedding. I'm just creating something. Wedding on this November 2030. Somebody say 2030. 2030. Full stop. Now I've created this text. I want an image to appear in between the text I've created. So we use what we call what? The text wrap. We use what we call what? The text wrap. So you select your text, then you come to the format, you see text wrap. So within the text wrap, how do you want the whole thing to be? So let me go and pick an image. So I think I have a camera. So I'll go and pick a camera and come and insert any image at all like you feel like using. So let me just pick a camera. This camera is too big. Let me resize it. This is how you resize pictures. So I'll show you when we are dealing with pictures. So I want to insert the camera somewhere here. So this is all about the text wrap. You get it? So with the text wrap, you decide how do you want it to be. You say none. So none means no text wrap. You see that there's no space. The camera is covering what? The text. So when you select square, you see tight, this tight. This is top. So the camera has moved towards the top. Then through, then line. So the text wrap helps you to do all this, to wrap out your text the way you want it to be. Okay? To wrap your text and the image at the same time. Okay. So that's about the text wrap. That's about the text wrap. That's about the text wrap. That is about the text wrap. Okay, so let's quickly look at how to insert pictures. How to insert what? Pictures. How to insert pictures. Working with pictures and background image or colors, okay? If you are saying that working with a picture or image in Publisher is much the same as working with what? A text box. The picture frame icon is the one meant to look like a landscape. So one, we have inserting a picture. So it means you can insert a picture. When you want to insert a picture or image in your Publisher document, you use what? Insert a picture frame by clicking on what? The picture frame icon in the toolbox. Okay, so anytime you want to insert a picture or image, you select what? Insert a picture. Then we also have we also have clip art. You can also insert what? Clip art. Microsoft has a large library of what? Clip art. A large gallery of what? Pictures. And they are called what? Clip art. You can insert clip art in your Publisher. This clip art is free and copyright free, so you can use it in any publication. Okay? Then we also have the picture from file. You can also insert a picture from what? A file. So you realize that I went and picked a picture, a camera, and inserted. It's from a file, okay? Then you can also use, for example, if you are creating a design, a brochure, you can use empty picture frame to leave a space and later insert the picture. So if this empty picture frame holds the space for you to insert a picture later in your work. Later in your work. And you can also insert a picture from a scanner or camera. So you can just scan and then upload the picture into what? Onto your Publisher document. So this is the diagram showing what? The insertion we are talking about. the picture insertion. So we have clip art, we have what picture from file, empty picture frame, then we have what from scanner, and we have what from the scanner. So let's look at how to insert what pictures. How to insert pictures is also very important in doing your design. So all that I'm doing at the end, I will expect you to give me a good design. You design something nice and send to me. To be an assignment I will be giving to you. So I'll insert the page. Let me insert a new page. So page 4. So you go to insert. Then what do you want to do? You want to insert picture. So you click on the insert picture. Okay. Then you can select any picture of your choice. Then you click OK. Show the camera. You don't have much pictures, so you can insert the picture. Then you can also insert, let me see the format. Good. We'll come back to the format. You can also insert the picture from online. Okay. You can also insert a picture from online. I'm trying to get the navigation so that we can see the clip art and other stuff. Where are you? So I can see the clip art. Has covered what? The star. It has covered the star. But I want the star to show. I want the star to show. So what do? This is what you have to do. You can right click. It's gone. No. Okay, so you see the star is hidden there. But I want the star to pop up. Okay. I want the star to pop up. So you come here. Okay. Without clicking outside. You see the object is selected. You just come here. So under arrange, we have what? Bring forward. So you can click to bring forward or front. Okay. So I want to bring the text forward or front. So I want to bring it front. So I'll bring my text front. When you go to send backward, it will allow you to send the text back of what? Of the rectangle I've created. So send back. So send back. You send it what? Backward. Send back. So when you move the rectangle, you see it's there. Okay. So but when you select and you say bring front, when you send the rectangle, it's still in front. It's very important. Don't forget. Okay. Let me go over that. So let me create another star. Let me create another star. So when I fix it here, this one is already in front. I want to send it back behind the rectangle. So behind the red color. So I will just go to send backward. Then I'll select send backward or send back. It will go to the back. So when you move, it is there. The same way if I want it to be front, I'll go, then select what? Front. So when I bring this, it is in front. Don't forget. So I will also color my star. I also color my star to be what? To be black. So format, black. Good. So I finished my Ghana flag. But see, all the things are moving. It can scatter. So I have to group them. Okay, I have to group them. And in grouping, this is what you do. You select the item one after the other. Okay, you select them one after the other. Okay, or you click outside. See, where there's no object, there's no text. You click outside, then you drag over the item you want to select. So it will select all. It will select all. Then you do what? You come to group. Then you select group. Then you see you can move it anywhere to never scatter. Okay, to never scatter. That's about the grouping. So you select all, click outside, then you group. You click outside. So you see it can scatter. So just click outside where there's no object. But if there's a text here, to select the text, it will disturb you. So you carefully, so I can just click here and move this object, then carefully highlight here from here to here. I make sure I select everything, then I'll come to group. Or I can right click, then select what? Group. It will group. Okay. So that's about how to insert shapes, images, pictures, etc. And the placeholder. So I want to insert an image here. So I can take a placeholder. Maybe I don't have the image now, so I can take what? A picture placeholder. Okay, then it will be here. So anytime I'm ready, I'll just click on it and I can select any picture and do what? Insert. Using what? The picture placeholder. Okay. So that's about how to insert pictures. Then more options about pictures. So you see the camera. I want this camera to be at the background of my text. Okay. So I'll go to format. I'll select the picture and go to format. Then we have different options here. You can change the color of the picture, how you want it to be. Okay. You decide. Okay. Then we have compress, etc. You can recolor, even recolor the camera. How do you call it? The camera I have here. Okay. Then we can also change the picture, reset the picture, etc. So let me create a text quickly on top of this by doing. So you see that the camera is on top. So let me just increase. So you realize that the camera is there, and it's too deep. Okay, so I can change the picture, the way it's looking like over here. So I want it to be like this one is background fill. I want it to wash, like I want it to be faint. Yes, Solomon. Solomon, you want to ask a question? Yes, unmute yourself.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I'm listening.
I'm confused over here.
Why? What's the question? Come tell me your
Hello,
question.
sir.
Yes, I am
That's okay,
listening.
Jula. Hello, sir.
Yes, I can hear you.
I don't have a question, but I'm confused over here. Yes, sir, I
Uh-huh.
said I'm
Which
confused over
area?
here.
Which area? Which area? Do you have any question to ask? Is there anything you want clarification?
How the Ghana flag was made. If I was not, the network is just on and off, on and off. So
On and off. Don't
the
worry.
network is just on and off, on
If
and
your
off.
network is disturbing, you can.
That is why.
I'll share the video, then we watch. Okay. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. So after watching the video, if there's anything you can ask me, I'll clarify it. Don't worry.
All right, sir.
Okay. So let's continue. So what you have to do is you select the image, you go to format, then under recolor, or yes, under recolor, we have more variations. So you can select more variations here. You want to set the picture transparent color. So you can set the picture as transparent color. So it doesn't look good. So I don't want it. So I'll go back, then choose the variation radar. So over here, so if I place my text on it, my text looks better than what it was. Okay, so you see that it has washed down, so the text can show well on what, on the image. Can show very well on what, the image. Then let me go to the picture again. Let me see whether there's something left out for the picture. Let me see whether there's something left out. I don't think so, but if you have questions, you can ask me questions and I'll answer everything. Then I think we have to deal with the page also, the design. Okay, the page design. So if you have a page, you can select a design for your page. So we have several designs for the page. So for example, if I insert the text box, okay, go to the page design. So the way you want the scheme to be, you do it yourself. We have the scheme. We have the font also. Okay, you can choose any font of your choice and apply them. Then we have background. You can apply a background. Okay, you see, we have more backgrounds. Okay, solid. If you want a solid one, you can select one solid color, then you apply. You go back to background, more colors. You can select gradient, which you can bring more hot colors together. You can blend the colors. Okay, you can blend what, the colors. That is gradient. You see, so it depends on you, the designer, what you want to do. You can also bring a picture. Okay, you also bring a picture to be your background. Okay, so this is the picture. This is your background picture. Okay, so you can set your background the way you want it. Okay, so it means that whatever you are doing, it shows on what, the background. It's on what, the top of what, the background. Okay, on top of what, the background. You can go back, change the background to suit whatever work you are doing. Okay, now if you want to see the work you have done, you go to quick access toolbar, you select what, print preview. So when you select print preview, it will show you the work you have done and you can print your work. And you can also save your work. You can also save your work by clicking on File tab, click on Save As, then you save your work. And don't forget to choose the location. So this brings us to the end of Publisher, and I expect you to do more practice and you ask me questions wherever you are hard up or you want any clarification. You can just ask me and I will answer. At this point, I will take questions, then we close.